All right, hey, thanks for your hard work. Let's get started. So in our previous video, we learned our G chord, our C chord, and our D chord, and we're all working with chords in the G family. So this video, we're going to touch on the minors and a really special way to play the C chord again. So let's start right away with our E minor. Now there are two ways we're going to play this chord. The first way is just with two fingers, and we're going to use our second and third finger, our middle and ring finger, and we're going to put that on the second fret on the A and D strings, just right here, and we're going to play all the strings, and it sounds like this. That is an E minor, and we play that in the G family quite a bit. Another way to play that is with your first and second finger in the same position. Now here's something I want to add. Remember in our G chord, we have our G chord that looks like this. I want to leave our last two fingers on the fret. Leave our last two fingers on the guitar. And we're going to move our first and second finger to that E minor position. And it plays like this. Now you can play that. That's an E minor 7, I believe. You can play that chord in the G family anytime you see that chord in a song. And it sounds good because you have your G chord like this. And you can just move straight to the E minor chord, just like this. And it kind of keeps that higher registry that sounds the same. It's not really the right musical word, but it kind of brings it all together. And again, that is from the G chord to our E minor chord, which is our pointer on the second string, second fret on the A string, and our middle finger on the D string, second fret. So that is an E minor, and we learned two ways to play it. I vary back and forth every time I play the E minor. It just depends on, I guess, kind of what's going on and what comes after this chord. The other chord we're going to learn is the A minor chord, and it sounds like this. Now this one is a little bit different than all the other chords, but we're going to get right into it. So let's take our first finger, our pointer finger, and put it on the B string on the first fret, right here. And then we take our middle finger, put it on the D string, second fret, and we take our middle finger, the third finger, and put it on the G string right behind the D string on the second fret. So we have one finger on the first fret and two on the second. The two fingers in the middle are right in the middle of the guitar, and our first finger, kind of like the C chord, goes on that string, the B string, and it sounds like this, the A minor chord. You don't play the A minor chord a lot in the key of G, but every now and then it's thrown in there to kind of bring it all together, and that is our A minor chord. Now last thing I want to teach you in this video is another way to play a C chord. We learned in the first video to play it this way, and I wanted to teach you it that way to kind of give your fingers some more work, but there's a way easier way to play this chord. And I don't usually play it this way all the time. I do sometimes, but let me just show you. So let's go back to our G chord. Let's go back to 1. Let's go back to G, and it looks like this. All I want you to do is to move your first two fingers like we did with the E minor chord, but we're going to move everything down 2 strings. So our middle finger will go on the A string, 3rd fret, and our first finger, our pointer finger, goes on the D string, 2nd fret. We keep the same form, just move it down 2 strings. Keep your 3rd and 4th finger right at the very last 2 strings in the same place, the 3rd fret. But we're going to play this. This is a C2 chord. And that sounds really good with our G chord and our E minor chord because it kind of keeps it all together. So there you have it. There's your special C chord that you can play anytime you see a C chord in the G family. Well, thanks for watching. These are chords in the key of G in the family of G. And check out my other videos if you want to learn how to play some other chords. Thanks for watching.